I mean, I'm sort of harking back to what we saw with Ansett, right? Is this something that the government would allow to happen if and when it came to that, given we know how important it is for the government, for consumers, to have a competitive aviation industry here?
Absolutely. The government has got no role in this one. And when the shareholders who have money and the superannuation funds who represent the money of the shareholders all say that they don't want to put in 1 cent, how could a government use taxpayer money to try and prop up something that's clearly a badly run business that has accumulated over $1 billion in losses in recent years on about 23 billion of turnover and not paid any tax?
Right now, Virgin Australia is saying that it's hired Deloitte as voluntary administrators, Velocity, frequent flyer, not in administration, and that they will continue to operate scheduled flights. So, Neil, just explain to us how this entering voluntary administration would work. What's the process going to look like?
The process in Australia, unlike the United States and others, is the management is retained by Deloitte, who are running the company, and whilst it says that it's running services, these services for the next 8 weeks are underwritten by the Australian government. So these are underwritten services that both Qantas and Virgin are flying to for essential workers, not leisure, as we still have all our lockdowns throughout all the states. So it is breathing time, but there's no chance that Virgin will come back. A company that's had so many strategic poor decisions, you know, they were going into expansion when they didn't have money in the bank. And you likened it to Ansett. The Ansett demise, the debt in Ansett was about 20% of the debt of what's in Virgin.
So, Neil, would the story have been very much different if Qantas was the one under threat? And what does it mean for Qantas now if you have one dominant airline in the industry? Just quickly, if you can.
No, we keep on running this story about it'll be a monopoly. Our consumer laws in this country and the oversight will make sure you don't go back to the Ansett Qantas days. And yes, there will be an increase in fares, but not, you know, you're talking about, we went back to fare levels that were 15 and 20 years old. And in today's cost structures, that's not achievable.